Razgovaramo sa gospođom Sarom Bazin, koja je predsednik Evropske regije svetskih fizioterapeuta. U prevodu će nam pomagati Marija Mitić, a prvo pitanje vezano je za to, are you first time here in Serbia?
I had the pleasure of coming to Belgrade once before for an education meeting with physiotherapists, but it's a great pleasure to be here again.
Apsolutno.
Već jednom prisustvovala na sastanku fizioterapeuta, ali je veliko zadovoljstvo da prisustvuje ponovo.
Gospođa je predsednik Evropske regije udruženja fizioterapeuta i kakav je status trenutno fizioterapeuta u Evropi?
What is the status of physiotherapists in Europe?
The European region of the World Confederation for Physical Therapy has 37 countries who are member organizations.
This is a problem. It's many countries and different countries.
Many different countries, but it gives a single voice to physiotherapy in Europe, to the authorities.
Evropski region Svetske organizacije fizioterapeuta ima 37 zemalja koje su članice Evropskog regiona, ali sve imaju samo jedan glas i to u korist fizioterapeuta.
And that represents over 137,000 physiotherapists in Europe.
I predstavlja preko 137.000 fizioterapeuta u Evropi.
Yes. And our aim is to share knowledge and information about practice and education, and to raise the profile of physiotherapists and physiotherapy practice for the benefit of patient care.
I cilj zapravo Evropskog regiona je da širi i da unapređuje edukaciju, znanje.
Gde je najbolja situacija u kojim zemljama, a gde je najlošija situacija u Evropi?
In which countries there is the best situation? It's physiotherapists.
Physiotherapy is on a journey across Europe and in fact across the world. And there are countries in Europe where their associations and physiotherapy started over 100 years ago, and they have been on a journey that has led them to autonomous practice. And in many countries, in Ireland and the UK, in the Nordic countries and others, there is autonomy of practice, which means that the patient can go to the physiotherapist as the first point whole care practitioner in that country.
Dakle, fizioterapija je na svom putu uspeha i razvoja, ali vodeće zemlje su Irska, Engleska, nordijske zemlje.
Whole episode of care practitioners.
I cijela epizoda kiropraktike je takođe u usponu.
And that means that the physiotherapist is the first point of contact, assesses the patient, clinically reasons what they find, and decides what treatment or advice is going to be offered.
I u Evropi postoji praksa da su fizioterapeuti sada prvi kontakt sa pacijentima, da učestvuju u trijaži, u dijagnozi i da se jednostavno na neki način taj deo posla već prepustio njima.
With that autonomy comes a responsibility to know what your limits are and to practice within your competence and your knowledge and your skills.
Sa tom autonomijom došlo naravno i do većih odgovornosti i obaveza, a samim tim i potreba za daljim obrazovanjem i većim znanjem.
But of course there are other countries in Europe where physiotherapy is still prescribed by medical doctors.
Ali postoje zemlje u Evropi gde dijagnoze i terapiju dalje prepisuju doktorima.
And what we have to do is to assist as a European organization and a world organization to raise the profile of the profession with education and continuing professional development.
I oni u stvari žele da podignu nivo fizioterapeuta u svetu i da im dodele novu ulogu.
Because a physiotherapist practicing with all those skills actually saves the health economy a lot of money.
i time zapravo oni štede dosta novca ekonomiji što preuzimaju taj posao na sebe.
Because every time you have a handoff, the patient becomes more chronic and it costs more money.
Svaki put kada mi zapravo napravimo neki period u dijagnozi, u neki vid nedostatka vremena tokom zakazivanja terapija, mi dobijemo hronične pacijente, a samim tim i veće troškove lečenja.
But the most important thing is to have the very best knowledge, skills and competence that you can to give the patient the very best of care.
I naravno cilj je da uvek fizioterapeut bude sa najvećim mogućim znanjem, obrazovanjem i sa najboljim veštinama kako bismo obezbedili najbolju negu pacijentu.
And that comes through high quality education.
To dolazi kroz visoko obrazovanje.
To give people a Bachelor of Science degree to start with and the opportunity to specialize and move to masters and doctorates to PhD level. And then you have a profession that can be recognized as amongst its peers with the medical doctors, because those people have the evidence base and the research base in which to practice.
Želimo zapravo da podignemo nivo obrazovanja fizioterapeuta počev od bachelor diplome, nadalje do magistriranja i do PhD nivoa i da zapravo budemo negde u visini struke doktora i da jednostavno njihovo polje bude istraživanje i dalje edukacija.
One example of where physiotherapy has moved forward is in the United Kingdom, where in 2013 physiotherapists achieved independent prescribing rights.
U Engleskoj se vidi izuzetan napredak gde je 2013. godine fizioterapeutu dodeljena mogućnost prepisivanja terapije.
And this was approved by a law in the parliament and independent prescribing rights are now with doctors and dentists, but in addition, pharmacists, nurses, physiotherapists, podiatrists and optometrists.
Svi oni će moći u suštini da prepisuju
recepte, što nismo mogli da sad.
But to do that, you need to go to the university to an agreed course and to have a period of supported practice.
Dakle, moraju ići, da bi to postigli, moraju na univerzitetu da završe dodatni kurs i naravno sve ovo je odobreno zakonom u
but that is not for everyone. And on this journey, it is about making sure that the physiotherapists in the country actually meet the needs of the healthcare population.
Zapravo, fizioterapeuti su samo na putu, to još uvek nije sve zvanično usvojeno i
the health population needs in the country.
I populacija, zapravo zdravstvena populacija ima potrebe za tim.
And they promote wellness and fitness and at the end of the treatment they give preventative information to ensure that patients look after themselves in the future.
Zapravo fizioterapeuti promovišu wellness i fitness i tu su da bi davali dodatne informacije i dalje savete za prevenciju bolesti.
Za kraj samo još jedno pitanje, koje zemlje nisu uključene u ovaj sistem i da li postoji mogućnost da će biti deo udruženja?
Which countries are not in the European region of WCPT and is there possibility or...
Yes, of course. At the moment, I can't say that, we are looking at...
Difficult question.
Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, Andorra or not? Or
they are members.
They are members.
They're members.
Maybe something from Eastern Europe. Huh?
Yes, well, Russia.
No.
And...
Belarus.
Belarusia, yes. The Ukraine is a member.
Moldavia?
And
Maybe Azerbaijan?
No.
Azerbaijan.
So the further east we go, people are yet to come on board. And so we very much hope that we can work with the associations in those countries to encourage participation and to support them in the formation of their associations.
Uglavnom, dakle, oni se razvijaju ka istoku i uglavnom zemlje istoka sa njima bi žele da sarađuju i nudi mogućnost učestvovanja i prijeve za evropski region.
So there we are. But our aim overall is to improve, help people to improve the quality of education and the level of practice so that it benefits patient care.
I zapravo za kraj žele bismo da postavimo bolju edukaciju i veći nivo obrazovanja, naravno veština kako bismo što bolje pomogli pacijentima.
And finally, we do that by coming and meeting people in the countries, but we also do that because we are the voice of physiotherapy in Europe, and we can go and represent physiotherapists in Europe as a single voice to the Parliament in Brussels.
Apsolutno, kao jedinstveni glas fizioterapeuta, posebno u parlamentu u Briselu. Hvala vam puno. Bila je to gospođa Sarah Bazin, koji je predsednik Evropske regije svetskih fizioterapeuta.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.